This video is brought to you by Antigravity. This is all one flight. None of these shots were planned. I didn't frame them while I was flying. I didn't even really think about what the shot was supposed to be. I just went out, flew for a few minutes, and left. And honestly, that's the part that surprised me the most after using this for a while. Welcome back to the block. I'm Roger Sang. Around here we explore cameras, gear, and workflows behind the content that we create. I made my first video on this drone already, but I've been using it more since then. Not just once or twice, but enough to start noticing patterns. And the thing that stuck with me, it wasn't really the 360, it was how quickly I stopped thinking about flying it. This is the Antigravity A1. It captures everything around you, and you can reframe it later. And all of that is still true. And I've used 360 cameras a lot, so that part isn't new for me. But putting the 360 technology into a drone really changes everything. Because now, you're not just reframing later, you're deciding later. When I first used this, I still flew it like every other drone. I was trying to get the shot right, adjusting mid-air. I was just thinking about framing the whole time. And it worked, but I kind of felt like I was starting to miss the point. Because after spending more time with this, I noticed something. I wasn't thinking about controls anymore. And even better is I wasn't actually thinking about framing either. I was just flying. Where do I want to go? What do I want to follow? And how long do I stay here? And that shift kind of just happened on its own. And that's what's nice about that, is how quickly you can get in and out. I could just show up, then I can unpack and put this up in the air, gather what I need, and I could be done in and out in just a few minutes. It doesn't feel like a whole production, you're just collecting pieces. And that changes how often you actually use it. And a quick note when you're flying something like this, just make sure you've got someone with you. I do have someone here with me just to help keep that visual line of sight on that drone. It's easy to get caught up in it, so having that extra set of eyes helps. Now, with a traditional drone, I'm usually pretty controlled, slow push in, pull back, maybe a small pan. And that's not a bad thing, that's just what's manageable. Because there's a lot going on. Where's my subject? Is this level? Am I drifting? Is this framed right? You're thinking about all of it. With this, with the Antigravity A1, it just doesn't feel like that. It feels closer to literally point and shoot. You just pick a direction, pull the trigger, and you go. And because it's capturing everything, you're not worried about missing anything at all. So you move more and you stay longer, try things you normally wouldn't try. And you don't really notice it at first, but you're actually capturing more. And after a while, that's when it clicked for me. It's actually fun to fly. Not because it's technical, not because it's impressive, but because it's easy enough that you actually stop thinking about it. And it's pretty cool because when that happens, you just keep going. And then later, you open the footage. And this is where the second part hits. Because now you're looking at everything that you captured, not everything you planned. This shot, I didn't plan this. This angle, I didn't even see this while I was flying. And I've been editing a lot of this inside the Antigravity app because you could use the phone's gyroscope to reframe. It almost feels like you're using a second camera, like you're holding the shot again, but after the fact. And it makes the whole process feel really natural. You're not stuck behind sliders, you're just looking and moving. Now, if you're going to use something like this, here's what I would focus on. When you're flying, don't think about framing. All you have to think about is where you're going, how far you are, and how long you stay there. Direction, distance, and time. Because the framing part, you can always come back to it later. As I'm using this, Antigravity is running a spring sale right now. It's 20% off the A1 from March 16th through April 16th. So if you've been curious about it, and you've been on the fence about it, and you're like, I want to check this out, or you've been thinking about trying to get something like this is probably a good time to check it out. I'll have the link down below. So after spending some time with it, what works is how easy it is to just start. Pretty much just put on the goggles, use a controller, and it's easy to fly. There's no friction, there's no real ramp up, and honestly, because of that, you end up flying more than you plan to, which means you capture more movement, more moments, and more options later. Now, what it doesn't do, and this is something to keep in mind, is that if you like being very precise with your shot, shooting with this feels a little bit more different because you're filming everything. You're not intentionally filming something. And you have to be okay letting go of that control. And honestly, you have to be okay with trusting that you'll figure it out later. But man, it is so fun. It is such a fun drone. There's also an update coming soon to the Antigravity app, and the auto editing is getting a pretty big upgrade. It's basically smarter now. It understands the 360 footage better, picks better shots, and builds something that feels a lot closer to a real edit. It'll even match music and generate FPV style clips, so you can go from flying to something usable way faster. So who's this drone for? If you want something that gets you in the air quickly, keeps you there longer, and gives you a little more work to do after, this makes a lot of sense. I think that the part that stayed with me wasn't really the footage, even though the footage was really cool. Of all the drones that I've flown, it was just how easy this was to fly. When something is easy enough, you stop thinking about it. And when you stop thinking about it, you stay in it longer. And later, you realize you captured more than you expected. Not because you planned it, but because you didn't stop. So thanks for spending some time here on the block with me. If you enjoy exploring cameras, gear, and workflows like this, subscribe and come back next week. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.